Welcome to the US Cowboy YouTube channel. It is a Tuesday edition of the Morning Kick, and we are making sense of all things Cowboy Christmas by giving you my 5 favorite moments of the 4th of July weekend. These are in no particular order, so let's just dive right in. Thank you to Runyon's Fine Furniture. Thank you to Justin Boots, as always. And we are starting with the bull riding at the Oakley Independence Day Rodeo in Utah, specifically a performance that saw 5 rides of 88 points or better, 3 of them 90 points or better, 2 of them courtesy of Trey Kimsey and Stetson Wright, 92 points or better. So in that one round, Stetson Wright 92, Trey Kimsey 92, Kai Hamilton 90 and a half, Hudson Bolton 89, and Quinn Anderson 88 points. You have to go back to the 2020 NFR. Round 10 of the 2020 NFR was the last time that there were 3 or more 90-point rides in a round and 5 or more 88-point rides in a round. But after all of that, in the final performance, when you thought for sure it would be Stetson, Trey, and Kai as the top 3, Dustin Bouquet comes out of nowhere and registers his only qualified ride of the 4th of July run, 92 and a half points on a bull, from Legends ProRodeo. Huckleberry is the name of that bull. It was his only qualified ride of the 4th of July run. It won him $10,000. And a stunning victory for Dustin Bouquet from one of the best bull riding rodeos we have seen definitely all season, but in recent years. Like I said, there was one round that was comparable to an NFR quality round for just one rodeo of the many 4th of July rodeos. Speaking of NFR quality, let's go to the next one. I have to get to early in this video the run that Stetson Wright is on in the bull riding. Since the beginning of Reno, which was June 19th, is the Reno Rodeo Extreme Bulls, when that rodeo began. So since June 19th, Stetson Wright has 7 rides of 90 or more points. Last year, without Stetson Wright in the mix for the entire season, Tristan Hutchings led the PRCA in 90-point rides. He had 6 for the entire regular season. Stetson Wright has 7 in the last 2.5, 3 weeks. So let's just go through it, because he's won over $80,000 in that time frame. And after he won Reno, Justin McKee asked him if he had ever ridden this well in his career outside of the NFR. And he said, well, next week I'm going to do it again. And that is exactly what he did. So I'm just going to read straight from the notes here to give you his last 7 or 8 finishes. 3rd at the Reno X Bulls, 1st at the Reno Rodeo, 1st at Rodeo of the Ozarks, 1st in Pecos, 2nd in Greeley, bucks off at the Cody Extreme Bulls, 2nd in Prescott, 1st in Livingston, 2nd in Oakley City. In that time frame, he is averaging 89.9 points per ride. He is at over $221,000. The regular season record is one that he set the last time he was healthy in 2023, $324,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I will take your bet. I think he breaks it. I think he certainly breaks it. He needs $103,000 the rest of the way to do that. He has proven that he can do that in just a month, and we still have Cheyenne out there for him. He's not going to be in Calgary, but we'll have the X-Bulls finale. We'll have the playoff finale. We'll have the Rough Rider Cup. We'll have plenty of opportunities for Stetson Wright to break that record. Next, we're going out to St. Paul. Kade Sonnier did not win a check on his first 2 horses of the 4th of July run. He was sitting number 20 in the world at the beginning of the 4th of July run. He goes to St. Paul. He is the last cowboy out, and he matches the arena record with 89 points on Core Cow Rodeo's Tater Tot. That wins him $15,000. So he goes from a goose egg over Cowboy Christmas to $15K, one of the highest earning bareback riders. And just like that, he is number 16 in the world, right back in the mix for the National Finals Rodeo, which we saw him make in his rookie year in 2023. 2 more to go. We're going out to Cody for Haley Kinsel, who just like Reno, has had a lot of runner-up finishes, 2 runner-up finishes and 2 wins for Haley Kinsel in the last 5 years in Reno, but those last 2 wins came consecutively after coming close with 2 runner-up finishes since 2021. Well, in Cody, since 2021, she has finished second at the one-header there 3 times. She finally broke through over the weekend, 16-8-7, wins it for Haley Kinsel. Her times over the last 5 years there, 16-8-7 in 2025, 17-06 in 2024, 17-34 in 2023, 18-71 in 2022. That one's not going to get you paid. 17-05 in 2021. You tally it all up in Cody since 2021, $37,746 for Haley Kinsel. Well on her way to another NFR and contending for another gold buckle. The last one, we're going to back it all the way up to Greeley on July 2nd, where we go to the saddle bronc riding. And amongst the top 6 in the saddle bronc riding, we had Zach Dallas, who's a Resist All Rookie of the Year. He just made his first NFR. We have Weston Patterson, who's now in the top 5. We have Ryder Wright, the reigning world champion, Statler Wright, who's in the top 10. And amongst all of them, a guy who rode for just 84 points in the long round is the winner. That is Mitchell Story, a 21-year-old permit holder from Weatherford College. He's a Colorado native. He rides Butler & Sons Green Bay for 92 points in the short round to win one of the highest paying rodeos of the year on his permit. And you think that's unheard of, mostly because it is. But there's a guy named Keenan Hayes in 2022 who also won the Greeley Stampede on his permit and then went on to win a world title the very next year. So I think if you were picking anyone out of the hat of all the guys who made the Greeley finals, Mitchell Story, you're going, man, he's just got to be happy to be there. He gets to ride amongst the best in the world, get a little taste of high-level pro rodeo. No, was not just happy to be there. 92 points in the short round, and he wins it with 176 points on 2. He's still 6th in the permit standings. He said he might fill his card. Regardless, $10,000 when you go back to Weatherford College. That has got to feel pretty good. So there are plenty of moments that I'm sure I missed. Let me know your favorites if you have any. If I egregiously left off any, let me know. But 5 stories, 5 different types of stories that just encapsulate what makes this time of year so special. So that's the morning kick. Stay tuned for No Huddle Rodeo. We're breaking it all down. We're talking Calgary. We're just getting into the nitty-gritty of the results, but wanted to give you some stories from the weekend to have on your radar because there are plenty every weekend in professional rodeo, but especially this past weekend. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to Runyons. Thank you to Justin Boots. Tune in later. We got No Huddle Rodeo coming to you this afternoon on the US Cowboy YouTube channel. And remember, if you want a hat, I've got them. DM me on Instagram, DM me on Twitter, wherever you want to find me, DM me and I will send you a hat. But until then, like, subscribe, tell a friend we're here. We really appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow morning on the morning kick, and we will see you this afternoon on No Huddle Rodeo here on US Cowboy. Thank you for joining me.